Hey, what's up, my little Tattle Tells? Listen, Andy Cohen is making the blogs and not for that Hollywood Walk of Fame star he got. Congratulations again to Mr. Cohen, but guess what? He's feeling himself this week. Now that he got his star, he can tell us how he really feels. Listen, Andy did an interview about all the housewives, and he was letting us know what's going on with Beverly Hills, Salt Lake City. Spoiler alert, nobody cares about Salt Lake City. Beverly Hills, Atlanta. Oddly enough, he didn't mention Potomac, but he mentioned Real Housewives in New York. Spoiler alert, nobody cares. And he also mentioned Real Housewives in New Jersey, which is having the best season ever. By the way, I do recaps right after the show at 9 p.m. And then the next day in the afternoon, I let you guys call in and say what you really feel, right? But anyway, enough about all that. Andy Cohen has finally broken his silence and confirmed what a lot of old school Watch What Happened Live and Housewives fans suspected, but now we know there are certain housewives Andy Cohen can't stand. Now, I have an opinion on who it is. Candace and Kenya, right? But let's see what Andy had to say, and then I'm going to connect the pieces for you and see if you guys still agree with me. Let's get into what he said. Okay, so this is directly from E! Online. They did a video interview, but you know how they transcribe it, right? So go on to E! Online if you want to check it out. Now, it says, Andy Cohen is spilling some housewife tea. During a recent edition of Watch What Happens Live with Andy Cohen's Ask Andy segment, the 53-year-old Real Housewives executive producer revealed the franchise star he'd bring back if he could and the ones he misses the most. With so many former housewives to choose from, Cohen told audiences that the person he'd bring back is Phaedra Parks, Miss Win a Case. Oh wait, no, that's what Cynthia said to her. Miss Mr. Chocolate, Miss Drug Rumors, Miss R Rumors, Miss Plotting and Conniving, Scratching and Surviving. He would bring her back, right? He said the 40-year-old lawyer, and I use that term loosely, he's talking about Phaedra, joined the Real Housewives of Atlanta in 2010 for season 3. And left ahead of season 10 in 2017. Love Phaedra, Andy praised. Now listen, this is all I'm going to say about this. I can understand publicly liking somebody and being friends with them and this and that, but if my friend had accused someone, especially one of my employees, of drugging and planning to R someone and starting vicious rumors that could have cost them the career, I don't know. I mean, we still might be cool, but I might hang in the background and not saying anything. I don't know, guys. What do you think, right? But let's continue. Cohen also shared, when it comes to the franchise stars he misses the most, he acknowledged that usually if they're not on for a reason. Really, Andy, thank you. Okay, before pointing to Vicky Galveston and Bethany Frankel as his two picks. Vicky, who's an OG member of the Real Housewives of Orange County, or was, should I say, who last appeared on the show as a friend. The last time Vicky was, this is news to me, the last time Vicky was on the Real Housewives of OC was as a friend in 2019. Woo, these pandemic years have passed by, right? While Bethany starred on 13 seasons of the Real Housewives of New York City between 2008 and 2019. Listen, Bethany does really good work with charity. What she did for the Bronx fire victims was super stand-up. What she did in Puerto Rico was super stand-up. Would I let that girl be my girlfriend? No. Do I think she might be narcissistic? Absolutely. But maybe that's a requirement for most of the housewives because it seems like Andy loves the narcissistic personalities. And don't tell me, oh, they're good TV, because that's the thing about narcissistic personalities. They are good TV, but when you have to know them in real life, it comes out. So the fact that Andy rocks with it, I don't know. He's a better man than me. He also says on a personal level, Andy joked that he'd want to go on a trip with 3 of the quietest housewives if given a choice, before naming Portia Williams, Kyle Richards, and Heather Gay as his dream vacay partners. Yo, I'll say it once and I said it again. Andy tends to like narcissistic personalities. I'm being serious. Heather is from the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, if you don't know, because apparently nobody's watching that show except for Andy and his friends. Heather, to me, has problematic, bordering on racist thoughts, right? She looks down on all religions except for Mormonism, it looks like to me. She does look inbred, as Mary Cosby pointed out. And you know what made me not like her? In the beginning, when Heather was like, I love everything I'm not supposed to. I love everything that's bad for me. That's bad. I love gays. I love black men. You love everything that's bad for you? LGBTQ and black men? Everything that's bad? Okay. All right, Heather. And the fact that she always looks like this. I can't do it. Scrunchy face. I can't do it. But you know what I'm talking about with Heather, right? Portia. Y'all know what I think about Portia, right? Go ahead and watch one of my videos if you haven't, right? And also, who's the last one she wanted to be? And Kyle Richards. Kyle stole her sister's house. Richard. Kyle, who stabbed Lisa Vanderpump in the back like Judas. Kyle, who literally has a psychological, pathological need to be the center of attention and will ruthlessly destroy anyone that dares shine brighter than her. That Kyle? I mean, I guess, right? You know what they say, you are the company you keep. But let's move on. Here comes the juice. Andy says, while there are plenty of housewives Cohen loves, he admitted there may be one or two that he personally hates, but keep on the show because they're good TV, though he wouldn't name names. Listen, who could that be? First of all, hate's a strong word. The fact that you can stomach Portia, the fact that you can stomach Kyle, the fact that you can stomach Heather Gay, the fact that you can stomach Ramona, the fact that you can stomach Bethany, the fact that you can stomach Vicky, and there's two you hate. What's the commonality? They all kiss Andy's butt. They all do things to be, Andy. And I get it, it's the boss. But they all kiss his butt to a higher level, right? Yeah. And one or two that you hate. Can it be Candace Dillard? Because everyone's dragging her for no reason. And every time she comes on Watch What Happens Live, like when he told her that she was a train wreck on Twitter after he knew that Ashley deleted her tweets. Like the fact that he was hugged up and so sympathetic to Erica Giraldi, a woman that fought to keep a pair of earrings, not her house, not her car, not food money, but a pair of earrings that widowed orphan money bought her. You were hugging and giving a shoulder to cry on. But with Candace, because Candace said, yo mama, you literally had a real life modern day version of the goddamn Spanish Inquisition on national TV. And let's not get into Kenya Moore. Remember, if you didn't read all Rose, housewife book that was written, go ahead and look at my review if you don't know what I'm talking about, where he literally said that when Portia acted like a wild animal and jumped on Kenya and dragged her down, because in my mind, I think you already know what I think about Portia. Let's just skip over her, right? The show's over. Ain't no reason to talk about Mr. and Mrs. Nobodia. She has married herself to that man. She is now Mrs. Nobodia, right? But you literally said that after talking to your 4 black friends, they convinced you that's how we settle arguments. And when we stand up, all you hear is punks jump up to get beat down. Whoa. Shout out to anyone that knows what song I just sang. Y'all, listen, Andy is with the ish and giggles. And he bought his housewives, the good and the bad. He deserved that Hollywood star. He built something out of nothing when Bravo was a joke and everybody was laughing because all they did was play Weekend at 50 million times. So kudos to you for what you built and what you bring and how you change pop culture. Great, you got your star. However, next time, y'all sit there and be like, Andy's unbiased. He treats everyone the same. I'm going to refer to this article in this video because Andy told us out his whole mouth he don't like some people. And next time we see evidence of it, we need to either call him out on it or at least stay woke. So we're not being like, what are you talking about? Andy's fair to everyone. No, he's not. Andy's, he is human like everybody else, but I'm glad that he was honest. So mazel tov to Andy Cohen about his star, and stay woke next Real Housewives of Potomac and definitely on the Real Housewives of Atlanta reunion. All right, y'all. Let me know what you think in the comments. Is this a surprise? Are you shocked? Do you think he's not ish? Let me know. Talk to y'all later, Tattle Tells. Bye.